I give praise and honor to my family, my parents, my mother and father, because they were the ones who brought me up. Sure, I could have said something about a famous person, but they weren't there. My parents were there, and my mother's still here for me, even to this day. My father was a business owner for many years and ended up being a licensed irrigationist specialist with his own irrigation firm. Ever since I can remember, he's been doing 2 or 3 different jobs all at one time, or either he had his own business. Kind of a hard-working man. My mother was basically a homemaker who stayed at home with the children and basically taught us right from wrong, what to say in public, what not to say, and how to keep our hands to ourselves, basically. My father was always a hard worker. He worked until the job was done. One of the things that he taught me when I was a kid, if you're going to sweep the floor, sweep the floor. Don't sweep at it, so I have to keep sending you back and forth to sweep it again and again. Do it right the first time, and that way you can move on and do something else. I took those lessons that he learned me, that lesson, in my life, and I do the same thing in my business. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right the first time, and I try to instill that same piece of responsibility onto my staff. Just taking lessons from my father, he taught me how to not be a quitter. My business, Eastern Personnel Services, is a full-service staffing firm. We do business in Ohio, Georgia, Tennessee, and the state of Maryland. We primarily place everything from a dishwashing individual to an ophthalmologist. We've been in business for 28 years. Hasn't been easy, it's been a long struggle, but I got that stick-to-itiveness from my parents, and I'm not going to give up. I strive hard to be like both of my mother and my father, mostly because they're nice. And when you're in business and you're at the top, sometimes you're not so nice, but I work really hard to be nice like they are. My father is the type of person who would take anybody in, any stray dog, it didn't matter. He didn't meet a stranger. My mother was the type who would feed anybody. She'd be closer to some of my girlfriends than I was. What I would say to my mother if she was here right now is thank you. I know I was a little hard-headed growing up, and I wanted to go left when I should have been going right on several occasions. But I'm glad that you took the time to make me go in the right direction. I'm glad you were strict, because I still have those values within me today. We lost our father last Thanksgiving, and it's been a little tough on us and the family, just knowing that he's gone now. But if he was here, I'd say thank you, Daddy. Thank you for showing me that it's good to go out and work. It's good to do it the right way and not the wrong way.